with Jewel. I am Tiffany, and yeah, thank you to everyone that has been liking, sharing, subscribing, and joining the notification gang. As I was praying, I literally, guys, I prayed and I was like, God, I need like a word, man. You know, I realized that when you really pray to God and your heart is aligned and it is in the right posture, God will speak and God will move. God will speak and God will move. Like there's been so many times where I'm like, God, I need you to come through for me. I literally need you. And you know what? Time and time again, he proves himself as faithful. As faithful. And the message is called There's a Breakthrough in Allowing God to Take Over. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. And my passage of scripture is from Luke 5 verse 1 to 11. I pray and I hope this blesses someone out there. Guys, please just make sure you know that you just share it with someone or just tell someone, listen, laptop show is always popping, okay? You might just change someone's life. You might just lift someone's spirit by sharing this message. And yeah, so Luke 5 verse 1, it says that one day as Jesus was standing at the lake of Gennesaret, I hope I'm saying it right, Gennesaret, the people were crowding around him and listening to the word of God. He saw at the water's edge two boats left there by the fishermen who were washing their nets. So here God was. He was literally, he was preaching the word. Like he was busy doing God's work, right? He was doing God's work. And then all of a sudden he sees no man. There's two fishermen and they are washing the nets. Obviously, if I'm washing my nets, I am done for the day. I'm done. Whether I've caught fish or not, I am done. And I'm calling it quits. We are packing up, right? We are packing up. We are done. I want you to have this in your mind. We are done and we're packing our bags up, right? And then verse 3, he got into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, and asked him to put out a little from the shore. So it's like, listen, it's not the end. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the shore, because I think also by now they have come also to the shallow end. Like they're done, man. They went in, they're done. We don't know if they caught yet, right? Because we're still reading, so we don't know if they caught or not, right? So they come back, they're folding up, they are at the shallow end, they want to get out, they want to leave, but Jesus comes and is like, listen, fam, let's go back. Let's go back, right? And then he sat down and taught the people. So as they were going, he sat down and he taught the people. So on your way, so in your journey, right? God is gonna see, no man, we're thinking like this child is not where she's supposed to be. But he's gonna take his time. He's not gonna be like, okay, listen, this, but he's gonna take his time. Like God is a patient God, man. God is such a patient God. He's such a good God. I was listening to a word this morning, and they were speaking about the Israelites again, and we realized with the Israelites, God, time and time again, he went and he pursued them, regardless of what they did, how they've been, how they've reacted. God is like, I love them, and I'm gonna pursue them time and time again. I'm gonna forgive them time and time again. I'm going to answer their prayers time and time again, regardless, because God is faithful to his word and he's faithful to his promises, right? Verse 4, when he had finished speaking, he had said to Simon, listen, so this is Jesus speaking, put out into deep waters. Listen, not shallow. I want you to go in the deep, because that's where more of it is, right? But now, and let down the nets for a catch. I'm going to go a bit further. Simon answered, Master, we've worked all night. Listen, we have worked, God. We have been here. What do you mean we must put down our nets again? We've been here. Nothing happened, right? They and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, emphasis, but because you say so, I will let down the nets. So understand, right? Simon and who was it? Simon Peter and okay, I don't know who the other boat was, but we are specifically in Simon's boat right now. So Simon comes and is like, listen, okay. He's folded up his nets. He's like, okay, we're done for the day. And if we realize, we can see that they kind of didn't catch any fish, right? So like, you know what? We've given up. Let's go to the shallow end. We're done. Let's fold up our nets. Let's go. But Jesus is like, no, man. These people are in need of a miracle. Right. But now Jesus comes. Firstly, he says, let's go. I'm like, okay, sharp. You know, like it doesn't seem as much of a, you know, like we don't know, but like it doesn't seem like as much of an instruction, but let's follow him regardless, right? But now where the faith path comes in, Jesus is like, listen, put out the nets that you have just folded, that you have just washed, put them out in the deep waters. All right? But now, I think in Simon's head, he's probably like, but Christ, like, God, we've been here. Jesus, we have actually been here. Like, we've done it and nothing. So why are we doing it again, you know? But Jesus is like, listen, cast those nets back. And what is so amazing, Simon Peter's faith. My God, my God. Somebody's like, listen, because you say so. That is a revelation. Because sometimes God is going to ask us to do things that we might have done before and nothing happened. But because God says so and he has affirmed it and it's his word against whatever, we're going to believe it. But this requires faith. In that moment, he could have been like, but God, no. Jesus, no, we've been here, we've done it, we're good. But instead, his faith was on another level. He was like, you know what, Christ, because you said so, we will do it. Sometimes God is going to take you to a place and he's going to need you to activate that faith. He's going to give you an instruction and you're going to need to activate the faith. Right? And it says, when they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that the nets began to break. Come on, somebody. So they signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both boats that they began to sink. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at Jesus' knees and says, go away from me, Lord, I am a sinful man. For he and all his companions were astonished at the catch of fish they had taken. And so were James and John and sons of Zebedee. And Jesus said, don't be afraid, for now you will fish for people. They had given up already. But until Christ has come in, hence my message is called, there's a breakthrough in allowing God to take over. Because when Christ said, cast your fish, your net into the lake, they could have been like, no. But they allowed God into their boat. They allowed God to direct them. And they allowed God to give them even more instruction. So it's so important that when you're going through a challenge or problem, you need to allow God, invite God. And don't just get one instruction and move along alone. But carry that journey go onto that journey with Christ. May the entire journey be filled with God, led by God. And you know what is so important as well? God is direct. He didn't say cast, listen, just cast your nets. No, he says cast your nets in the deep end. God is direct in his instructions. And as much as Peter realized the reality, Simon Peter, as much as he realized the reality, he acknowledged the reality, but he acknowledged God is greater. The one that was standing with him was greater than what he was seeing. And I want to encourage you that do not allow your reality and what you were seeing to hinder what God is saying to you or what God has promised you. I just realized God is actually now affirming a word that He gave me this morning, that, and this is the word that He gave me in the week. So, yeah. Um, whatever people have said, whatever they have done, whatever negative word that has been spoken, whatever negativity around you, I want you to kind of acknowledge, okay, this is what it is, but I want you to look back to God. I'm always reminded, and I've been meditating on the word that says, I look to the hills from whence my help comes from. I will not look to anything else or anyone else but the Lord, because that is where my help comes from. That is where my sufficiency, that is where grace, strength, provision, guidance, peace comes from. Nowhere else but God. And I want you also to understand that God will do miracles in and around you so that others could see and experience His glory. So He worked in Simon's boat, and because of Simon's faith that was activated, Christ could do a miracle. And because of that miracle that was activated, other people benefit from it. That the other boat that was far away benefit because of Simon Peter's faith and because he was obedient to what God has spoken. So I want to encourage you, be obedient in every season. Be obedient and be led by God in every season. And in your obedience, there's a miracle. In you allowing God to take over, there's a miracle, there's a breakthrough. I hope this message just blesses someone as much as it has blessed me, just sharing it. And just what is it? I guess meditating on it again. I hope this message has blessed someone somewhere out there. That God is faithful. That God, what He has said, He will bring it to pass. What He has spoken, He will done. He will do it. But in order for whatever He has spoken to come to pass, He needs your faith. He needs your obedience. And He needs you to allow Him in. There's a breakthrough when you allow God to take over. I am Tiffany, and this is Lab Talks. I hope you guys were blessed. Please make sure that you share, like, subscribe, press that bell so that every time I upload, you can get a notification that I've uploaded a new video. Mwah.